Coming up, as you know, I am out doing gigs again. This Friday, I will be in Pittsburgh. This Saturday, May the 11th, I'll be in Buffalo. June 7th, I'm going to be in the Egyptian Room in Boise, Idaho. June the 8th, I will be at the G.L.A.A.D Theater in Portland, Oregon. I'm returning to Portland. June 21st, Lexington, Kentucky. And June 22nd, Cincinnati, which is spelled incorrectly on my website. I didn't write it. Some idiot friend of mine probably did. July 25th, I'm going to be out in San Diego, California. July 26th, I'm going to be at the Marquee Theater in Tempe, Arizona. And then Las Vegas, I'm doing Legion of Skanks this year, whenever that is in Vegas.
Am I coming with you to Skankfest?
No. I don't want a priest.
I would.
No, it's corny. It's bullshit.
What's he going to call me, a man at my wedding? No, he won't. He wouldn't dare.
Who said that?
No, I'm saying that.
That's got nothing to do with what we're talking
Then
about.
why do you not want a priest?
Do you think I'm afraid the priest is going to go, you're a man?
Do you take this man
Do you
to marry
take
this boy?
man? Do you take this lad to be your wife?
Let's cross ladies, cause we're having a sword fight with Nikki and Jim, Nikki and Jim. There's one hot lady and the other is worm-like. It's Nikki and Jim Norton. Oh God!
Hello, welcome to Swordfight. This is our first episode where we actually have the theme song playing in. We should get something like an opening. We got to get an opening, like an animation. Right. Like, you know, Tiger Belly has a great animation.
Like a little cartoon?
So a cartoon, or maybe just videos of us doing really cool things around the city, like Mary Tyler Moore.
Okay.
Looking at buildings. Like, that's what we should do.
I love that.
Like, but make it perfectly, like, on purpose idiotic and just, like, annoying. Like, we're just doing all these important things on the Empire State Building.
I love
like,
cartoons.
That will be fun. What's that?
I love cartoons.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, I like cartoons of myself. I don't really watch cartoons.
Have you seen a cartoon of yourself?
No, but I would love that. Or a drawing, or like, if you guys have any fan art, I really love that stuff. I take that stuff way more serious than most celebrities. Not to like relate myself to celebs, but I feel like I really appreciate it more.
I know. But I am a little more down to earth than most of these other celebrities. That's what we should. We'll go around the city.
Right.
We'll have video taken of ourselves. We can also do an animation.
Okay.
Let's do an opening. A quick one.
Really love fan art. And there's this guy who sent us the AI stuff on Bob Kelly. He sent me some really cool, more AI photos of me that I love.
But that didn't look like me. I remember that one where I was like the Viking.
No, but it was cool.
I look stupid.
I loved it.
Because you look good. I look stupid.
I love that shit.
I do too. But I just look dumb. I don't look good. I don't look good as an alpha or as a Viking.
I think you look cute. I thought you looked really handsome as a Viking.
Yeah, but your taste is weird. You think I look cute now, and I'm a fatso.
It was just fun to see you look any different. I see you in the same James Purse shirt.
Yeah.
The same everything. So it was just fun to see you a little different.
A Viking outfit?
Yes.
Like, you wear always black t-shirts all the time. Let's put on a fucking conquistador outfit.
My grandmother knitted you a wonderful Norwegian sweater.
She did.
And it's gorgeous. And it's from a very famous Norwegian pattern. And you didn't wear it.
No, here's two things. First of all, with that sweater, it's pure wool. It would itch me. I can't wear wool. It would fucking drive me nuts.
You've never worn it.
Never.
Maybe just in a photo you can wear it tonight so we can put the picture here.
No, I do have it somewhere, but I was much skinnier then. That was 2018, and you gave it to me the weekend we broke up first time in that was in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And
when we broke up,
people
are going to be like, you broke up.
Oh, yeah.
We've broken up a few times.
A couple times, not
It's
even
fine.
many.
Like 3.
No, twice.
Okay.
And this was I can almost give you the May, wow. It's almost 6 years ago this month. It was the end of May.
That we last broke up?
No, that we first broke up. And then I was in the airport. Because I remember we had a thing, and I was like, fuck this, we're canceling the trip a day in. And I flew you back to Norway, and I took a red eye back to New York. And I remember standing in the airport just crying. I was devastated.
I was devastated.
I was crying and just, I was never going to recover. And I had your grandmother's sweater. And I remember saying, I'm throwing this out. I'm putting it in the garbage. Fuck her.
You know,
but I didn't do it. I didn't throw it out.
Thank God.
There's something was about it was like, no, the lady put effort in. I can't. So I'm glad I didn't.
It's kind of like the sign of the universe too. Some voice in your head told you to not throw that sweater out, whether that was our connection in the universe all along. I don't know, who knows? But just remember that my grandmother put a lot of Arctic frost hours into that sweater. A lot of Norwegian hours and hands was spent.
Wait a minute.
Knitting this sweater.
I'm remembering it wrong. I remember the airport part is correct. But I think I was going to throw, you know what? I might have thrown it out in the hotel and you took it back home with you.
Really?
Because I remember we had gotten back and broke up again. But when we got back together, you still had the sweater. It was at your apartment and you gave it to me again.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember that. I actually remember that. Yeah.
And that was in...
People are now probably wondering why we broke up.
I mean, we've talked about it. We'll get into detail eventually. It's a long, long story.
Yes.
Well,
I basically met you when I was 19 and life wasn't that simple back then. You know, I was a
understand.
webcam girl.
Yeah.
Life was very chaotic. And, you know, long distance relationships are not very easy. It was never easy for us, long distance.
No, it was difficult.
And then I wasn't completely honest with you neither. I lived 2 lives.
I know. And I have so much photos and video from that time. Like I want to sit there. Eventually we'll tell the whole thing in order, like where it makes sense. Because now there's just too much. And I would love to I have pictures. I have so many texts, all this weird stuff from those times.
So Jim Norton, my husband, took me to Paris. He took me to Amsterdam. He took me to all these gorgeous places. And Iceland, and I'm talking 5-star.
Montreal.
Yeah, I'm talking
Toronto.
luxury.
Yeah.
And beautiful, wonderful stays. And I still, I have to take into my, you know, I was very young, but I'm not going to say fucked you over, but I wasn't honest with you. And, you know, I had 2 lives, like I said, and none of that mattered. None of that would have the strength to, I guess, pull me out of that. I mean, of course, I look back at those moments very fondly. Honestly, it altered my life and the way that I viewed life. And I'm so happy that you're my husband. A lot of people say that they want more vlogs. And in LA, we actually filmed a lot. So we have a lot of things coming. And in LA, our vlog coming up, I guess, we discussed a lot of the past. We kind of went digging. So a lot of details have been pulled up and put on the surface. Yeah.
And we did a vlog in LA with Jen.
Filmed by Soraya.
Yes. So we sat there and talked through our relationship and also my relationship with Jennifer. Because I was such a shit boyfriend. And the 3 of us sitting there was so bizarre. But it went on for a couple hours. And we talked about a lot of stuff. We argued. Yeah. I thought it was really good.
I can talk about anything. I'm ready. People think that I guess people think that maybe we're not just putting it all out there, but I'm ready. Whenever you're ready, Jim, I'll put it all out there.
But it's not that we're not. It's like people, by the way, people who say that, how much are they putting out there? We put more of our personal lives out there than a lot of people do.
I know.
We just don't do it all in the first 6 episodes.
Okay. Yeah,
like we're telling more about ourselves. People have seen you naked. They know everything about me.
Yeah, I am just an oversharer by nature.
Yeah.
So I just tell people everything. Oh my God. So I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of autistic sometimes. And I'm not.
Think?
No, I'm not autistic.
Oh, no.
But I was with my friend and she had a friend over and it was my first time meeting her friend. And she was wonderful, but I'm so silly and stupid and autistic. And she's gotten a new job and she's talking about it. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, where is it? And she's like, in Brooklyn. And I'm like, oh, as a waitress? And I'm like, why would I ask her if she's going to be a fucking waitress? Like I just blurted in, like the bottle. Oh, as a waitress? And she was like, no, as a social media influencer. And I was like, oh.
Were you embarrassed?
I went to the bathroom after and I just looked at myself in the mirror and I was humiliated. I was like, why did I say that? And I walked out and I was like, look, I'm sorry I said that you wanted to be a waitress. I'm so silly. We just laughed about it.
No, I know, but that is you. That's a very you thing to say.
I'm just like a little autistic.
Is it autistic though, or just socially awkward? Is it? I mean,
well, then every Norwegian would be autistic.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that might just be one of those weird things where you get a little nervous.
Yeah.
And a waitress? I mean, it is rather, it's not insulting to be a waitress, but to assume that's what a person does.
I don't always know what to tell people. So yeah, it's on, like, a lot of people think that I'm entitled and selfish and spoiled. But no, I'm just honest about what I like. Unlike these other celebs who play down to earth. At least I'm honest.
I know, but you don't understand how entitled that sounds. People say I'm entitled, just like these other celebs. And we are redoing this episode. Yes. Like we taped one 2 days ago.
Yes.
Which in the time felt like a disaster.
Yes.
And because you felt like you were a bit
bitchy.
Yeah.
So we're redoing this episode because I was a little shitty. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I didn't want to come off as vain.
But then I watched the episode yesterday, and it was nowhere near as bad as I thought. Yeah. Nowhere near as bad.
I just don't want all you people to think that I'm a bitch because everything that I have in my life, I have worked for, including... I know, but it's true. I mean, this was a very long process. And honestly, I've said this before, if me and Jim didn't have a battle to fight to get me into the country, we probably wouldn't be together.
Right, probably not.
Just because it allowed us this battle that we had to overcome. And once you overcome a 6-year battle, you're kind of bound forever. That's how I feel.
Yeah, it was a long haul.
Soul bound.
Yeah, I couldn't walk away unless there was some serious reason to. Like just to walk away after an argument or a bunch. I don't think we fight. I fight nicer with you than I fought with exes.
Yeah, today was nice. We argued a lot today.
We argued today, but it kind of peters quickly. Like, again, I just remember my old fights that were always like long, vicious, drawn out fights. Me and you just arguing like,
I was just sitting at home doing my story, having fun on my phone and computer. And then I ended up crying for 2 hours.
Therapy has been a game changer for me, especially when it comes to our relationship. Being married is difficult sometimes. And so I struggle sometimes with anger and listening. But through therapy, I've learned, I think, how to be a better partner. It's not easy at all. And therapy doesn't give you a magical cure. It makes you ask questions of yourself. It makes you analyze why you're doing something and not just put the blame on the other person. It's opened up a whole new level of communication and understanding between us. I am really happy that I've always taken therapy seriously, and I'm really happy that I still take it seriously and I value it and I understand what it means.
And therapy can seem very daunting or even unnecessary, especially if you're trans, right? But I'm here to tell you that I can make a world of difference, not just for you, but for the people closest to you. Therapy really changes the game.
Hold on, but now it's supposed to be, this is where therapy helps. You just said, but I'm here to tell you that I can make a world of difference. Basically, you're saying that you can do.
Yes.
But no, it can make a world of difference. Therapy.
Therapy can seem daunting or even unnecessary, but I'm here to tell you that it can make a world of difference. Not just for you, but also for the people closest to you.
You see how nicely that was handled? That little moment for the married couple, that could have been an ugly moment. We could have blamed each other, but we didn't. Little mistake, you move forward. We want to take this moment to talk about BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's episode, our friends at BetterHelp. It's an online therapy platform. It makes getting...
Just wanted to double check we recorded.
No, you didn't. You wanted to see what you look like. And this is what therapy helps you with. as well. I'm in the middle of reading, and my wife wants to make sure that she looks good, and then she pretends that her husband is stupid, and she goes, I just wanted to make sure the technicals were good. You just wanted to see how you looked. BetterHelp's an online therapy platform, and it makes getting help more accessible and more convenient. They match you with a licensed therapist. It's based on your specific needs, your specific preferences. You can communicate with them through video chats, phone calls, or even messaging.
BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists in their network, so you're bound to find someone who's a good fit for you. If you are not satisfied with your therapist, you can easily switch to a new one at no extra cost.
Which I think is one of the most attractive things about BetterHelp, is you're not married to a therapist forever. If you're not happy with someone, it's not a nightmare or a hassle to switch it. So give BetterHelp a try. Look, take it from us. Investing in your mental health, it's one of the best things you can do for yourself and your relationships. If you're interested in giving BetterHelp a try, go to betterhelp.com/swordfight or select Swordfight at sign up for a special discount off your first month of therapy. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring our show. But you also forget that whenever you detox from, let's just say, eating too much candy, when you eat a lot of candy and then all of a sudden you don't eat candy for 4 or 5 days.
It was because of you, not the weight, not the candy.
So whatever. What were we talking about? Oh, we broke up and got back. Yeah.
Yeah, we broke up twice.
Yeah, I suppose so. So now we're just redoing this one. I didn't think we needed to be honest. Now people are going to be mad because they're going to want to see the other one.
Yeah, look, I want this to be fun. This is our channel. I want to put out what makes me feel good. And if I don't feel good about an episode, I don't want to. Here's the problem, Jem. You just want to push it.
That's not pushing it.
Well, that's how I feel. And I didn't just want to push it. I would rather put out exactly what I want for the world to see. You have to realize that my internet sense was way different than this. I was on a web camera. I mean, naked, not doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm exposing myself a lot more. I know that sounds weird, but it's really true. Because I don't like my real personality sometimes to show to the world.
Why?
Well, not because it's like, oh, I'm bitchy or anything. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, it's the real me when I'm just a princess.
No, but people like to see the real person, like being a certain way, like, hey, this is how I think I should be publicly. People can sense that after a while. People see through it because they get to know the person. When you're talking for an hour, people kind of get a sense of who you are.
I know, but now it's out there forever, and I'm no longer this mythical person.
What do you mean mythical?
There's just nothing more mystic left. It's like you're just exposing yourself.
Well, yes.
Doing this and talking. Most women didn't know me as Nikki, the podcaster.
Right. But I mean, you say like in this mythical figure.
Yeah.
How do you see people view you? I mean, it might be a little inaccurate from what I'm sensing.
No.
People don't see me as this mythical, like, you know, a god who's come down.
I gave the world the girlfriend experience.
I mean, you did fuel the fantasy well because you speak great English. So guys wanted to wife you up and then some idiot did.
No, as they should.
Yeah, but you know.
That's just empty words. They jack off and they're done.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what the arrangement is. What more do you want?
All right, but they don't have to tell me to marry me while they're jacking off and then just be done with me. Like, that's also why women hate men.
Why? That's honest.
Okay.
Guy's being dirty and he's done. Plus, what, you don't want to hang out after you come. What, do you want to come and then talk to the person for a half hour?
Always.
Yo, bullshit. You would sign off so fast.
And I've only had sex with less than 5 men, so I can't speak on that. It's true. I've always slept with.
Is it?
It is, yeah. I haven't been with more than 5 men. Personally, I haven't.
That's interesting.
I haven't.
No, okay. I don't think that's true.
Yes.
No, I don't think that's true.
It's true.
I'm not saying it's been 100, but I think it's been more than 5.
It has. I have not. No. Not more than 5 guys have fucked me.
All right. You're being technical now. All right. Maybe that's correct. I don't know. I feel bloated and fat. I ate hummus at the cellar tonight because I was starving.
I haven't eaten all day. Nothing. Not even anything. None. Nada.
But do you see what a buzzkill you are? I'm talking about what I did at the cellar, how I didn't like what I ate, and you immediately jump in. I haven't eaten all day. Okay, so where do we go from there?
We had potato chips yesterday.
Oh, I know. You got to stop buying it. You're as weak as I am, but you're skinny, so it doesn't mean anything to you. But to me, I look like fucking disgusting.
Okay, that's boring. People hear you say that every day.
But it's true.
Okay.
All right, topic change.
Topic change.
Go ahead, you start. Since you have all the exciting ideas, go ahead. See?
I didn't like how we were arguing the other day. And I was crying and bawling my eyes out. And you said, I feel like it's having a fucking daughter. And I resent that you want that gaming computer. That's what you told me. And that made me cry
You
even
said the
more.
word resent, not me.
Well, you said something. What did you say about my gaming
Saving
computer?
up for a gaming computer. That was
Yeah.
why I said daughter.
But you literally think that my plans and my wishes are stupid. I want to save up for $1,000 microphone and a $5,000 gaming computer. And you're like, it's like having a teenage daughter, your computer. Like, you hate that I wanted that.
That's not true.
And that makes me feel less of.
That's not true.
Because that's my wish.
What happened was I've already bought you have a newer computer.
No, my desktop is like 5 years old. My desktop computer
You have
is
you have a newer laptop, which you wanted and you got.
the laptop?
Yeah. That's not that old. A couple of years.
The laptop is like, yeah, but I'm not a laptop person. I have to be on a desktop. I don't operate like that was for travel and work on the run.
You also have a brand new iPhone.
Yes.
And you want to save up for more computer equipment.
Well, I wouldn't ask you for the money. I would save up for it. And then you said, I wish you would put more money into. I'll just put it into the mortgage, Jim.
I don't need you to do that, but I would be
I'm
like.
happy to.
I'm like, first of all, you wouldn't be happy to. I'm like, yeah, it'd be nice if you said I would like to save up for, let's get a couch and said that. Like if that was your first thought and not the computer.
Okay.
Yeah. But I didn't say it was stupid to want a computer, but you have one and you have a good one and you have a good laptop.
Just feel like you don't like what I want sometimes.
In many cases, that's correct.
So what's that book?
Ray, my friend Aruba Ray, gave me this. It's called New York City, Yesterday and Today, Exploring the City's Tax Photographs. I don't know what that means.
What?
Let's say tax photographs. What are you doing? That's just not.
Is that his book?
No, Ray said.
Is he the one who owns the Comedy Club in Aruba?
He's just the guy who gave me the book because the author is a fan and stopped by.
Oh, show them the autograph.
It's the guy's book. Ray is my friend, and this is the guy. Nobody wants to see the autograph.
That's sweet.
There. All right. And it's just all pictures of old New York, which I will look at.
Oh, okay.
I
love that.
I follow a couple of these accounts.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it's a very nice looking book. I follow these accounts on Facebook or whatever, old pictures of New York. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of, I love it. I like looking at stuff from the early 1900s.
One thing that makes me very sad is the fact that you don't want a Norwegian cabin with me. Or not even want the cabin in physicality, but the fact that you're completely unbothered and completely uninterested in that life at all. And that diminishes me. And that makes me feel futuristically that I have no kind of sense of integrity with where I'm from, the Norwegian authenticness of it all. I mean, I'm not talking about a $500,000 cabin here.
Yeah.
I'm talking about $200K, $150K, and you would own it, and we could go there and venture and travel and not have to stay in hotels the whole time.
I don't want a cabin in Norway.
But being in a hotel, you lose the experience.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. If you have a cabin, you can decorate, you can put little gnomes, little trolls, you can have like an oil Paraffinlampa, paraffin.
But do you think that sounds attractive? I live in New
Yeah.
York. You can have little gnomes and trolls.
But it's
I don't want them.
But it's the fact that you never want that. You're never open to wanting a Norwegian cabin with
No.
me, even if I saved up for it.
If you saved up for it, that's one thing. But I'm paying my mortgage here. Like,
I will save up for a Norwegian cabin, but you're not interested in that life at all.
come on, Nikki. No, I mean,
Why?
living in a cabin in a mountain sucks.
You married someone from one of the world's greatest countries. We are taught in school that Norway is the best country on earth. And it's true. And it's like, I just wish that you would like learn a little Norwegian, eat my Norwegian food that I would cook for us, be in the cabin in the
I
fjord.
don't want to learn Norwegian.
Okay, fine.
It's impossible. It's not a pleasant language.
I just accepted that you don't want that at all.
Okay. No, I don't. I'm sorry.
I couldn't even look at you with deer eyes and change your mind.
No. I mean, I like Norway. I enjoy going there, but I don't want to
Yes.
live there. I'm 55. I like living
know,
here.
But now I'm in a big city and I'm losing my identity.
No, you're not.
Well,
You're the same person.
I know, but I don't have a single Norwegian friend. None.
So why don't you go to the Norwegian church? There's a Norwegian church you can go to.
It's the only meeting spot for so the only meeting spot for Norwegians in New York is the Norwegian Seamen's Church, which is quite perfect. I should definitely go there.
Why?
Seaman. That is also a Norwegian boy's name, but not with the S-E-S-I. Seaman. So imagine if my boy name was Born Seaman. Seaman Norton.
Well, you would have changed it.
No, I know. Simone Norton.
You wouldn't have kept Seaman.
No, it's not my boy's name, by the way.
No, it's not. But people are now going to say it is.
I was born as a girl.
Yeah. I'm sure you were.
Not even transgender.
Oh,
Woman.
what's that?
I'm a woman.
Oh, yeah. I remember there was that. People were on that kick for a while. Going, I'm not transgender. I'm just a woman. Don't say transgender. All right. Yeah, right. It's just obsessive. But why don't you go to that Norwegian church? You said you wanted to.
You went there with me actually on 17th of May. That's the Norwegian Constitutional
Yeah.
Day.
Do you think I wanted to do that? No, I did that
No,
for
I'm
you.
very happy you did. And that's probably one of the biggest holidays in Norway. Big deal. It was actually 1,000 people at that church.
Yeah.
And it was great. I'm so happy you went with me to that church.
To buy tickets, little
Yeah.
shit tickets, and put them and get food.
And I could have Norwegian mustard. I could have Norwegian hot dogs, skolebrød, kransekake. And that made me very happy.
Yeah, and then eating the food was pretty good. I'll be honest.
Food is always good.
Those tickets were a little annoying, and then there was that singer. Who was that Norwegian singer that went up?
Sondre Lerche.
What?
Sondre Lerche.
Sondre Lerche. I can't.
Sondre Lerche.
How do you say it?
I think Sondre Lerche.
Oh, Sondre Lerche.
I think he lives in New York, if I'm not mistaken.
He was pretty good.
Yeah, I think most Norwegians know who he is.
Maybe.
I knew who he was before he went on stage, and I'm like, oh, that's Sondre Lerche.
Yeah, so that was nice. I don't mind doing stuff like that. But that church, why don't you go there if you want to meet Norwegians?
Because I feel like, if I just go there on a normal day, it's probably the more religious people there. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what to expect. And I just feel like I'm infiltrating. Plus, I don't go anywhere if I'm alone. I don't like going into places. I don't even like going in a jewelry store alone. I really don't.
No, because you want someone who's going to pay for it.
No, but I don't. Like, I don't like to look at things alone. I don't know. I don't like to venture alone. I hate that.
Yeah, but a church is something. I'm not going
No,
to church.
I would be too uncomfortable going there alone. I would do it with a friend, or I would do it with any other person who's not a convicted criminal of bad kind.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying that I would go there with anyone but a terrible person.
Well, how many convicted criminals do you know? It doesn't make sense. You don't know any convicted criminals?
No, I don't think so.
To be a waitress? I mean, I think you should go there. Oh, you want to touch your Norwegian roots? I like going there. I like your family.
I touched him twice in the shower with a blade.
I got it. I got it. Finally shaved. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes when people get married, they get a little lazy with the shaving.
I haven't though.
Yes, you have.
Not crazy. It's not like a fucking Nikki Bush.
Okay. So yeah, I ate too much hummus before. So I just feel kind of like ugh right now. And we had a good time last night. We went out, Sam and Travis and Nicole's husband, Matt, and Troy and Hot Dog all came to the Comedy Cellar. We ate chicken wings, which I've been babbling about the wings from the Comedy Cellar for years. I've been bragging about them. And they came, and it was actually nice hanging out with just my guys from work.
The wings are really good, but they're too greasy.
Well, all wings are greasy.
I know, but it's too much oil. They should have had them a little bit more in the deep fryer.
You can dab them if you don't like it.
I don't want to eat anything with dripping oil. I don't love barbecue sauce anyway. They're good wings.
But do you see what you just did?
Kill the vibe.
I mean, you're Lydia. You really are. Like I'm saying, like what a great time I had. Oh, I don't like. You know what? I don't like oil. How is that fun?
I know.
You do that though.
Okay, I'm sorry.
When someone's telling a story about like you did it before too. I was saying something like and then Jim did, and you just take it and make it negative. Not that I had a great story. I really don't.
You were there with Hot Dog, Sam,
Yeah,
Travis Tuft.
Matt and Troy. Yeah, we just talked and ate, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
And then now tonight I still ate like shit again, knowing I
Hummus
was
is not that bad.
yeah with pretzels.
It's not crazy.
I couldn't. And then last night we went to the supermarket late and got food.
Yeah, I didn't eat all day yesterday neither. I'm on a diet, guys. I know that sounds crazy. I know I'm still skinny. I know that, but it's
You're
just...
not on a diet. I don't know
Okay,
why you say this thing.
starvation, whatever you want to call it. If I only eat a bag of chips throughout the whole day, then you're kind of like, But now I'm going to eat very healthy. I'm going to do very healthy things. I'm starting that. But I'm just doing the fasting first because then I don't feel bloated and I feel like a skinny queen.
How long are you going to fast for?
Probably another day.
Did you do your cameo?
I'm going to do it when I get back home. And I'm going to lose 5 more pounds and then I'm set.
Yeah, you got another cameo and you're just kind of panicking about doing it.
I got another cameo. I didn't really understand his description though. It was like some World of Warcraft thing. I don't know. And I love that, but he didn't give me any clear instructions. I don't know if he just wanted me to read what he wrote. I'm going to try my best.
How do
Mr.
you,
CJ
if
Roth.
it's World of Warcraft,
I'm sorry. I'm sitting here for an hour and I still remember his name. CJ Roth.
but if it's World of Warcraft, how do you not understand what I mean? Don't you play that haven't you played that in your life?
No, I do, but he was talking about how his friend became like a duelist, which is like, then he's a PvP player, which is good. I'm also PvP. I don't play PvP. I'm not a sissy. I don't play fucking raids. What are you, fucking femboy?
I think it's just so stupid.
I play PvP. Yeah, but you don't get it.
I do get it.
I don't really play World of
Steal the pot of gold.
No.
Fucking dumb.
I don't really play World of Warcraft anymore. It's just too sissified now.
All of them are dumb.
It's too sissified. They had an emote in World of Warcraft where you could spit on people, and that was, of course, removed because the cancel culture, that helped to that. So you can no longer spit on people in World of Warcraft. And that was kind of the last straw with me.
We're going on a raid to get some booty. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, there's a place in World of Warcraft called Booty Bay.
Of course, you can go get some stolen. Oh, you know what word I hate? Fucking. Besides, I do. I hate goodies.
Goodies?
I hate the word fucking good.
That's terrible. I love that word.
No, because it's like I was looking at the Kiss fan page or whatever, like where they sell stuff.
Yeah,
and
Kiss goodies.
And he said, get a whole box of Kiss goodies. And I was just like, fuck you.
That's basically because you just want to pay for the poster you want and not get additional free shit.
But that's not why.
Cheap shit.
I don't like the word goodies.
I love that word.
It's a stupid word.
I love that word.
No, not when it's like get a bag of get some Kiss goodies.
I like that.
What the fuck does that mean? Like a few buttons?
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Goodies is like a little additional or a little.
No, I know what it means. I just don't like it. I don't like it as an expression.
I don't know. I like it.
Not fine. I think it sucks.
I like that
It
word.
makes me not want to buy something from someone.
I like goodies. And we have not had our wedding yet.
No, we
When's
have not.
that going to happen?
Well, this is the last year of my contract, so I'm thinking about money.
I know, but I really think that would like clarify it for a lot of people because, I still think that some people in your circle and in the circle of the world think that our relationship is not legitimate.
No, they all know it is.
No, but I think some people don't, or some people question it,
Who cares?
or don't take me seriously, and maybe having an official wedding.
Fuck them.
I agree,
Who cares? If
but
they
I
don't?
still want a wedding. I want to be in my white dress. I want to have a priest.
We're not getting a priest. We're not. I 100% no.
I want to hear the church bells, and I don't know. I just feel like that would have put my life more on like the shelf in a way, and then I could just move on with life. If that makes sense.
No, you're married. You're legally as married now as
I
you would have
know.
been then.
I know, but
You want to hear the church bells? Ding dong dong.
yes. And it doesn't have to be a big deal. I'm not like, I know that you guys think I'm very entitled and bratty, but I don't want a whole thing. I would be fine with a 40-person wedding in a very, very quaint place, just as long as it's got marble floors. That's
No, of
That's
course,
all that I care
sure.
about,
I mean,
yes.
it's the most important
but
thing.
that's it.
I don't want a priest.
I would.
No, it's corny. It's
What's he
bullshit.
what's he gonna call me, a man at my wedding? No, he won't. He wouldn't dare.
Who said that?
No, I'm saying that.
That's got nothing to do with what we're talking
Then
about.
why do you not want a priest?
You think I'm afraid the priest is going to go, you're a man?
Do you take this man
Do you
to marry
take this
boy?
man? Do you take this lad to be your wife? No, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried.
The disgrace
Um,
of all homos.
yeah, no, I don't think that.
Yeah.
Do you take Baphomet to be your? No, I do
Do you
not.
take this?
I know where you're going. No, I don't want a priest, but I'm not worried about a priest insulting you.
I know.
It's just cheesy and it's not sincere.
I also want Norwegian people to know that I feel much better being in America. So, not that Norwegians have let me down. You're all nice people and all. But the average Norwegian neighbor, you're just not that nice.
Great, but let's get a cabin in Norway and spend time there.
Yeah, so I feel much better living as a trans person in the United States of America. Feel like Norway is like 30% of Russia, but it's hidden away and it's secluded and it's Western, Nordic Western.
But you don't. A priest is not. You don't go to church. I don't go to church. What are we going to do with a priest? It feels.
I just
fake.
want it to be real. I want it to feel like this is a real thing. And a priest, I'm very traditional. When I think of a job, I think of something in the office. When I think
Have
of
you wait? When have you thought of a job?
That's why I never had a job, because I never would want to do that. That's depressing.
Ah.
I'm sorry if that's your life, but I find people who work 9 to 5, unless you love it, depressing. If you work 9 to 5 and you don't love it, then it's depressing. I would rather be on disability. But no, that's why I didn't come and I worked for all my money. So shut up. And then if you're on disability, that's fine. I don't. But I would never have that kind of life. That would make me severely depressed. And what I was trying to say about Norway is that the Norwegians never appreciated me. So bye. Fuck
What were you doing that they should have appreciated you?
Just being me and having my thoughts.
How did they not appreciate
the way
you?
that, because I express myself very loud in public, and all they're gonna do is stare like owls. Fine. Cunt.
You express yourself very loud in public?
Just never felt like Norwegians wanted me to be a part of their party. And maybe it's also because it's where I'm from. Fine. But fuck you.
Okay. I don't know why you want a cabin if you don't like them.
No, because
We're not having a priest.
okay.
I'll fight that.
Okay.
And I don't want a church either.
No?
For what? We don't go to church.
Okay. We'll do a little wedding then.
A little ceremony with friends and then a party after.
I just want to wear my dress and have my picture taken.
You think I don't know what you want? You just want the wedding dress. They're not getting $1,000 wedding or $10,000. It's crazy.
No, I'm not. And I've told you this before. Instead of spending $5,000 on a dress, spend like $1,200 on a dress and then like $4,000 on a necklace or a bracelet.
Oh, willing to compromise. That's so nice of you. You're
but
kind of you.
I'm not going to wear that silk fabric more than once. You know, I love silk, but on a tight dress, where am I going to wear that? No, I don't care about that. I don't care about anyone else getting this dress. I'll never have a daughter, obviously. I've always wanted to have a daughter. Always. What?
I didn't.
You do.
Unfortunately. I know I do.
But that's not, so it's not like I'm going to be able to give my dress to anyone. So I'd rather have like a jewelry heirloom.
What would you wear then? Why not just not wear a wedding dress? Wear something nice.
I want to wear an extremely simple wedding dress, long, classic, traditional, no lace.
It's going to be a lot more than $1,200.
No.
Yes, it will.
No,
I don't know.
won't.
You think you're going to get a $1,200?
Huh?
You're not going to get a $1,200 wedding dress?
I can find that.
No, it's going to be a lot more
I
expensive.
don't need a Vera Wang dress. I have the Wang part.
Yeah, you do. So we're gonna go away. I'm booking. We checked Aruba. It was just too expensive for the hotel. There was just too much because it's Memorial Day.
Yeah, and I'm fine not going to Aruba this time.
And the Connecticut spa is way too expensive. We got to save money because I don't think I'm going to be doing radio next year. Not that I don't like it, but I think that the company is going to go, nah, fuck them. 20 years, we're done with him. Yeah. So I'm like preparing and saving and not being crazy. Yeah, I'm buying some Kiss posters, but it's not crazy.
We might have a lifestyle change.
Yeah, we're going to.
And if we do, I'm very, very good at that because, as you know, my whole life I've been cooking and cleaning and doing everything. Every person I've been with, I've dished up food. I've done the dishes. I've cleaned. Every person that I've been with, I've fucking done it all. So I know how to do that very well. I can be frugal. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But it's going to be a lifestyle change if I'm not doing radio.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Which is okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm worried about it.
It
but
is what it is. You have to plan for the future, and maybe you won't leave Sirius.
I'm at that point where I'm changed. No, I know, but I've changed
love you,
so
Jim.
many things in my life as far as work is concerned and people I worked with. I've changed a lot of. I had to. It was just things get stagnant. You have to change.
I understand the stagnation part. I also kind of think your fans are a little bit shitty sometimes because sometimes they're like, oh,
You think?
you're not as funny and this and that. Meanwhile, everyone knows, unless you're a 4chan member, that you can't just say whatever anymore. You can't just be on the radio like it was 2000.
That's why they're anonymous, because they know
Right.
you can't.
And it's like, it's not 2003 anymore, people. Hello.
The bottom line
like,
is
it's obvious.
I work for $1 billion corporation,
Yeah.
a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and I work for UFC. And people like know that, like, if I'm 55, am I going to just get fired? You drop an N-bomb and you get fired? So some autistic guy from fucking New Mexico thinks I'm the real deal?
Yeah.
Like, some guy who will never tell me his real name? Like,
Yeah.
it's funny how, like, people have these expectations. If I didn't work for Sirius, I'd probably be more comfortable. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but they're $1 billion corporation. That's all there is to it. You know, when you work for a company like that, you got to think like, all right, I got fucking a mortgage to pay. I don't want to just get fired.
And what you did on O&A, being part of that, being the third part of that, it can never be recreated. And the whole
No.
world and the whole industry, all comics know that what you did was probably the dirtiest, filthiest, funniest of it all. And you can never repeat that. I do think that's true. I really believe that. So I look at my husband as a legend.
Nah, it's a
You're a
word that gets
legend.
thrown around too much. It's
No.
100% I'm not.
Jim Norton is a legend. He's my husband and a legend.
I was a part of a great show, and I was a good part of a great show. I think I was very funny on that show.
I didn't even know what O&A was before I met you. I didn't even know who you were.
Right.
And then the more I listened to clips from O&A, because I've been online my whole life in front of the computer every day. It's all I did. And I was like, wow, wait, hold on. I've heard that reference somewhere. Oh, wait, that was from O&A?
Yeah.
That was from that show. It's just references that I've heard from people or in game or on Ventrilo, TeamSpeak. And I'm like, oh my God. So it just felt weird to know and getting to know you that O&A was such, in my opinion, big part of the whole internet troll world. Like banana phone. Ring, 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 ring.
Yeah,
banana phone.
Yeah, we didn't invent that. We played
Like
it a lot.
it's the beginning of the whole, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to say 4chan or trollers or I don't know what to say, but that whole meme world.
Those guys were our fans at one point. Like they were crazy and they were really funny.
Yeah.
They were funny online. They said hilarious, mean shit.
Yeah.
That's what half of them still want to do. Like even when they're saying bad shit about me or you or anybody else, a lot of times they're just performing for each other. They're just being funny. I mean, it's like I'm in no position to complain considering how many shitty things I've said in my life.
Yeah.
I can't cry like a fucking baby if someone says shitty things about me.
But this is what all people want to do. And that's why some of these assholes like, he's not funny anymore. And it's like, because you have a job, you have a great deal, you make money, you're doing this thing, you're known now.
Yeah.
And then it's like, meanwhile, people still want to say the most horrible shit. The world will never change.
Right. Big
corps will, but the world will never change. I'm on Instagram sometimes and I'll be rolling and there was a dead dog, petrified. A comment said, "Not my proudest nut."
That's funny.
So that just reminded
Not
me.
my proudest.
Reminded me that that's still
Yeah, it's
in
funny.
here. Yeah.
And plus people forget I've already been fired. Like all
You
this
were?
yes. All
From
this
where?
cancellation, people belly aching.
Where were you fired from?
From Opie and Anthony got fired. We got fired. I'm yelling. We got fired in August of 2002. I was with the show. We got kicked off the air for 2 years.
You got fired?
For 2 years. I was
then you
just
came
starting to
back?
sell out theaters.
Wow.
We got fired from CBS Radio. We did get canceled in August of 2002. Like the show was canceled.
Really?
Off the air in the middle of a great role for my career. So people forget that first of all, I've been canceled before most of these people have been canceled. We've went through it already. Opie did, I did, Anthony did.
Why did they fire you?
It was a we had listeners out having, there was a contest they had done and there was a couple of listeners having anal sex in St. Patrick's Cathedral and there was an arrest and, I had already gotten arrested for the show. It's so funny. These people are like, yeah, but you do fucking, I got arrested for the fucking show. I got fucking fired with the show. I mean,
What were you doing during those 2 years?
Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn on the,
Oh, so you actually got something out of those. Is that when you were in LA?
no, it was here in New York. I got a great, I did for Louis C.K. for Lucky Louis.
Right.
But no, it was a great 2 years creatively. So it worked out.
Did you also write a book?
I did 2 books, but I did that when I came back on the radio. That was once we were back on the air.
So you came back as O&A, Opie and Anthony and you? You came back?
Yeah, I was with them before. I was a paid member of the show, and we came back in October of 2004. It'll be 20 years this October.
Yeah.
But the name, like they even said to me, like, hey man, the reason we don't change the name to Opie, Ant and Jim is just the brand. And I'm like, you shouldn't. Like the name should be Opie and Anthony. That was the name of the show. It didn't need to have my name on it.
Oh, so it was without Anthony?
What?
You said Opie and Jim?
No. Oh, no. Opie Anthony. They said to me, Opie and Anthony said, look, we don't change the name from
to Opie, Anthony, and Jim.
Yeah, because I was there every day.
Yeah.
But they're like, because
No,
the
that would have
show,
been weird.
It would have been weird.
Yeah.
But I agreed with them. They never should have changed. Opie and Anthony was the
Totally
brand.
agree.
Um,
That was just what it was.
Yeah, I was a part of the show. I didn't.
When did you come in as third mic?
2001 maybe.
And you stayed until the end?
I'm
Since?
still the fucking. There's no gas in the car, and I'm literally both the fucking front tires are flat, and I'm out in the back pushing the fucking car with 2 flat tires. Yes, I am riding this thing into the ground, but I think it's done in January, and it was a great run. Like I'm not leaving and saying now I'm leaving. But I just know what they're going to do. I see the writing on the wall.
You've been in that building for 20 years.
That building, no, for about 17 years. We were in the XM building, which is now, by the way, on Billionaires Row. And our office where it used to be is now a part of a fucking giant 100-story residential building.
So you think you just want to leave that whole radio life?
It's not that I want to leave it. It's that they're going to offer me a lot less money. And I know they're going to.
I still haven't done Jim and Sam.
No, it's funny. It might be weird having you on that show. That's why I haven't, like, how would it be having you on the show I'm on every day?
Well, I know Sam. I know Travis.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it would be weird. I wouldn't feel that way.
Interviewing my wife or having on our show, I don't. It just feels like a weird.
Okay, that's fine.
Like I go doing shows with you, other shows. Like we We're doing Lisa Ann's podcast.
I love Lisa Ann.
I do too. And there's other things that we would do. Plus, we don't go up. We don't do anything live at this moment.
Should.
Oh, no, we shouldn't. It's only pre-records for now. I don't think you're stupid. I just want you to get used to doing interviews before we do live stuff. Because you still say things once in a while. And I'm like, I'm really glad that didn't go out.
Yeah, but it's not like I say the N-word.
Well, no, but there's worse things. Not worse things, but there's other things that are bad.
There's nothing worse.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's other things. It's not just the N-word or the F-word. You can't. There's other stuff.
You know, in Norway, they still use that word uncensored on TV. So I just think it's a different
culture.
Yeah.
And they don't have the history with it that America does.
And sometimes, like, if I listen to a rap song, and this is just my Norwegian mind, and if you want to rap along, you don't not say the word.
Yeah. If you do it with the windows up.
And if I said that to an average American, they would probably look at, and like that kind of mentality to me is like, are you fucking stupid? Are you dumb?
Well, you
I
didn't.
literally look at people who have that reaction. Are you dumb?
You didn't grow up here, and when you don't grow up here, it's got probably a different.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand the way people feel about it. I don't know. Maybe every country has their place.
I'm not rooting for it neither. I'm just saying it feels weird. But you know how America is the world? The United States of America really is the world.
Remember that.
Yeah. And the whole, at least
Remember
Western world, at least, kind of leeches off of America.
Remember that.
And watch how they act slowly. And it is mini progressing in all of these countries. You know, Norway, Sweden, you know. They're all starting to have this attitude about it all. Just be honest, people. Stop punishing each other. It's fucking shallow.
Is that your
That's my message for the
message
day.
of inspiration?
It's my message for the evening. Don't be fucking shallow. It's infuriating, annoying, and no one likes a fucking pretend. It's pretend. You're pretending to try to give yourself self-gratification, and that makes you a cunt. And
That's good. At least you ended on an exclamation point.
It's really what I feel.
At least you had a real point.
Yeah.
You're a cunt.
Yeah. If that's you, then fuck you.
You're just picking battles that don't exist. Like you're looking at a camera. There's no person you're talking to.
I'm just trying to get the message out loud and clear.
Yeah, I understand that. A lot of people are cunts. Yeah, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing worse than these pretends.
It's nice you're finally wearing a different brand.
Brand? Oh, Juicy Couture?
Yeah.
I've been wearing that since I was probably 13.
No, but I'm saying it's nice that like the last times we were on, one of which the people may or may not ever see.
Wait, I did actually bring a Frankie's Bikinis hoodie.
I'm not showing it, no.
That I was wearing before, but I took it off.
You talk so much shit about this brand and that brand.
I know. I've been loving wearing Frankie's Bikinis lately. And some girl wrote me and she said, Nikki, I've spent $500 at Frankie's Bikinis because of your podcast. So where's my cut?
Did they click the link?
Yeah. Where's my commission?
First of all, she's probably just saying that.
No, she said she spent $500 thanks to me. Where's the cut?
It doesn't happen that fast. And you don't do this. That's not how you get your YouTube money.
At least send me like a shrug because I love shrugs.
No, I prefer the money. Fuck the shrug. I can't wear the shrug.
I love it. I love a little crop shrug. That's like my signature. Like
Do you?
Little, yeah, like a little.
What is your other Frankie's? What did you wear today that's Frankie's Bikinis?
A hoodie. It's a crop hoodie.
Oh, it was kind of cute, yeah.
Yeah, they have cute crop hoodies. I like their bikinis too, but I love their clothes. They have like little shrugs.
Oh, that light pink thing?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
And I have the shrug in black, yellow.
Would you laugh if I fell into the camera?
No, I would be terrified. Oh my God. Blood everywhere, no laughter. Yeah?
Yeah.
So this is it. And it's really comfy. I'll show you guys. It is
Wait, you really wouldn't laugh if I fell into a camera?
No. Oh my God. That would be terrible.
If you stood up and fell into that camera, I would laugh so hard they'd have to call an ambulance.
That's only because I would be a clumsy tranny in a big galoot. Oh, fucking. Yeah, I can say tranny. I'm trans.
Yeah, you are.
Frankie's
Galoot's a great word.
bikinis.
You don't have to hold it up. I just want you to put it on. Jesus, we're not doing a commercial for them.
Oh, I'll put it on after. You know what? I'll put on more Frankie's bikinis on the podcast until my next sponsor. Until then.
Oh. See, I wanted you to put it on. So I was
Oh my God. And I haven't worn this bag.
Nick, come on. We can't be this gay.
This is the first thing that Jim Norton ever got me.
Givenchy bag.
All of my friends.
Disastrous mistake.
All of my friends in Norway have seen me with this bag. It's been in a lot of places. I'll say that much. This bag has been in every single house of these people I've been with. And I've been with some questionable people. And I wore this bag today, and honestly, it's still giving cunt. Right? And I put on a little juicy...
Look at your lack of camera savvy.
And I put
it's
on...
right in front of your face.
And I put on a little Juicy Couture tag. Look at that, bitches. Yes. Stony Clover.
Come on.
And this is the first thing you ever got me, Jim. So I'm never going to throw that out. I'll never do that.
Yeah. No, I know.
Re-wearing, repurposing, feeling vintage.
No, I know.
I still love that bag.
But we can't just be here promoting like products, but it looks too gay.
No, I won't promote Givenchy anyways because they only sell very expensive things.
Yeah.
So they're probably never going to sponsor me.
Should I promote my James Purse t-shirt?
You should actually.
Because we don't have any ads.
You should, because can I just say, you wear nothing but James Purse. And honestly, you probably spent about 20 grand on James Purse in total.
James Purse, let me see if I can get them.
They should.
James Purse sure does make nice t-shirts, even though if they're too small, my breasts show.
No, but that's true. They really should.
But if I lose weight, I will wear it.
James Purse, you really should sponsor Jim because...
Look at your camera. What are you looking at?
The whole drawer is full of James Purse.
I don't care about the spot. We'll get the ads. I'm not worried about
I'm just saying that's all you wear. That's your signature.
By the way, and this week, here's what we're waiting for. Because everything is so slow. G.L.A.A.D, gay, lesbian, anti... something G.L.A.A.D. I forget what exactly it stands for. Gay, lesbian. Let me look it up on my phone.
They're the LGBT.
Oh yeah, they are
very gay.
I want to see exactly what
supportive
the words are, because I've never interacted with anybody from G.L.A.A.D. It stands for what does this stand for? Gay, lesbian, not assault, aggression. Do you know what it means? Is there a way to?
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it.
Hold on.
G.L.A.A.D means Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation.
Oh, Alliance Against. Okay. And now we said last week we got a call that said, hey, would you guys maybe be interested in presenting something at the G.L.A.A.D Awards?
Oh my God.
But it's been 3 days. We keep hearing, I should have an answer today. And it's almost like at a point where, all right, I have a gig. I don't want to cancel my gig. And if we don't, I just don't like. I don't want my manager or somebody else requesting. Like,
no.
If it's this much of a hassle.
No.
If it's this much of a hassle, then it's like they don't want us.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking sit around going, hey guys, can we come please? Can we?
No, I totally agree. I would not be pushy and be requesting to be part of anything that's gay. No, absolutely fucking not.
Except this marriage.
No. And I would love to present a G.L.A.A.D award, honestly. Who more fitting than transgender Nikki from Norway, who's integrated herself into this fabulous country and married a funny man? Why shouldn't I present this award? Is it because my husband's dirty? Is it because he has a past of O&A? Or is it because I've showed my cock online? Be honest. Be honest with yourselves.
I mean, you really covered everything. I mean, I don't know what it is. The point I'm making is I don't even give a fuck if we do the award show. But it's more annoying that... Look how you put your bottle right in my camera.
And shout out to girls like Mia Isabella. She should be presenting more legit awards because you know what? She's an icon. I don't know why I thought of her just now, but
I like Mia.
But Mia Isabella, she should literally be getting, all of these gays should be writing Mia Isabella. The corporations Why? Is it because she did porn? Is she not acceptable for you to do a normal thing? I mean, what is it that steers you guys off unless you're some art gay who's just with all these fashionistas? I don't really know what you guys want. But meanwhile, if I'm just a trans girl who's autistic and likes cats, and that's my whole shebang, and there's no other history, then you'd have me on board. But if there's anything groggy, Mia Isabella should be presenting that award.
It's just frustrating. The whole point of this opening this conversation was that I fucking hate that nobody in the world will just give you an answer. Nobody just comes out and says no. Nobody just comes out and says, we don't like them. We're not interested.
Yeah.
It's always a fucking tap dance. It's always people trying to, well, we'll see. We're just trying.
Okay.
Everyone's so fucking mealy. Just say no. I'm sure my manager asked. Certainly didn't think of it. And I would never ask to please present. Okay, what?
Can I just...
I mean, come on.
Can I just say that before I came to America, I've been to many gay conventions, trans conventions, where you literally sit around in a circle like it's an AA meeting, and they will lecture you about why all trans people are in the sex industry, why so many of us do sex work, do prostitution. Meanwhile, when all of these famous trans girls who are still doing that or gotten out of that, you're not giving them anything of officiality. Why? You talk about it in all your groups, all these functions, but when it comes to these girls actually doing it, they're not presenting you shit.
And this has been Swordfight.